Welcome guys to this new YouTube poker channel. My goal is to start with a balance of $0 and see if it's possible to make money. The biggest dream of a lot of people, to make money with zero investment. Well, not really without any investment, as you will need to spend time playing. I need to mention that obviously I'm not a professional poker player. I play recreational and almost all the time I lose money. So let's see if I try to play more serious, if I can improve and make money. To do this experiment, I choose to play poker on GG Poker, as they offer daily free tickets to some small tables and some mini tournaments. On Monday, Wednesday and Friday there is a 25-cent spin and gold ticket, which is a table where you play against 2 or 5 players chosen randomly. And also the prize is chosen randomly and divided mostly between first 2 players for the 6-player table, or it is given to the winner in the case of the 3-player table. On Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday there is a 25-cent Battle Royale ticket, which is a bounty mini tournament with 30 players involved, divided in 3 parts. First part is a rush game of poker where you will need to survive for 15 minutes and finish in the first 15 players. Second part is a table of 3 players where the other 2 players must be eliminated. And third part is the final table where each of the 5 players has guaranteed a part of the prize, first place receiving 91 cents. The most valuable ticket it is given on Saturday, and it is a $1 spin and gold ticket. First day Friday we have a 25-cent spin and gold ticket with $1 prize. After a few hands we get the first action after we receive ace-jack suited in the middle position. We raise to 60 and the big blind is the only one to call. He even takes the initiative to bet after flop, and even if the cards completely ignore me, I call hoping to improve, which I kinda did on the turn, having big chances to complete the nuts and some small chances for a straight. Big blind went all in and I call, hoping to teach him a lesson, seeing that he went all in with ace-jack unsuited. Lessons which he learned after we completed the nuts on the river and we eliminated him. Let's make some money. Or not. Back and forth a few hands, to be honest almost all of them were back, and eventually I receive a better hand, ace-8, and I decide to go all in. Big blind with king-queen decided to defend, and without any emotions for him, he eliminated me. First day ended how it started, with a balance of 0 cash, even if I was close to the second place. Second day is the most important, playing with a $1 spin and gold ticket with a price of $6. Second hand we decide to get involved with ace-10 unsuited in the middle position, and after big blind goes all in, I have found that my balls are larger than normal, as I do a stupid call. Opponent has ace-jack suited and seems that we will finish this day very fast, but the holy divinity of poker has other plans for me, as on the turn I receive one of the 3 cards in the deck that gave me the victory. Next I decide again to go crazy and call small blind, who went all in pre-flop for half of my stack, and again I did it with ace-10 unsuited. But this time I had reason to doubt the player after seeing him in previous hands. Under the gun, who has a stack a little bit bigger than mine, wants to get involved also, and we go 3 ways to see the flop, which brings us a 10, being the top pair on the board. I decide to go all in, and under the gun does not find the fold and he calls, revealing he has pocket 8s and small blind has ace-5. Eventually we did win this big hand, so now we can put pressure on the 2 remaining players. We did this right away, forcing players to go all in after I see I receive a king. This time it did not work, as big blind is winning the pot, but at the same time the player with just a few chipses is eliminated and we officially made our first money. But now we are shooting for the top. And we go all in again with king-6 suited. None of us managed to make a pair, and we managed to win the table with the best kicker. The sweet smell of money, $4. We are getting rich here. I celebrated with a glass of water and we jump into the third day, our first Battle Royale tournament, where I hope to see a lot of blood and make a lot of bounty cash. First major hand we go all in with ace-jack unsuited against a player with small stack. This is our first victim to add 5 cents to our balance.
As in the previous day, I go all in with ace-10 offsuit, which seems to be my lucky hand, and we have one player who wants to donate his chipses because he thinks his pocket 5s are good enough. Deck proves him wrong as the flop brings us top pair and we add 5 cents more to our balance. I made it to the second stage, but here after the time ended, the face went in an all-in mode for every hand. Here is pure luck and I did not have it. Following day again a 25 cent spin and gold ticket with $1 prize. At this table I had a good start before the gods of poker really wanted to have fun of me for the sake of this video. I go all in with ace 8 and I am called by one of the players with king 4 suited. Turn brings him a king and he gets more than half of my stack. Next hand I stare at queen 10 suited and I decide to go again all in. One player calls me and to my surprise he calls me exactly with the hand that I had it before and I lost it. This time the artificial dealer wanted the ace to have a pair, so our day ended without anything new to our balance. Fifth day we go for battle royal. First I look at king 8 suited in the cutoff position and I decided to get involved as small blind makes it to 80. Flop is 7 king 9 with 2 clubs and small blind almost goes all in, which we eventually force him to do it after a raise. He calls with ace queen and even if the turn is a queen, it does not help him too much as river is a deuce of spades. Back on doing money, or again so I thought. But if your wife tells you that some urgent chores must be done now, there is no room to argue. I put the game on hold and when I managed to return I was in the second stage and all I could do was to witness my elimination. At least we made 5 cents, not a completely wasted day. Sixth day for spin and gold with an incredible price of $1 again. First hand worth to mention is when I have 7-6 suited in the middle position and I want to play. Under the gun and cutoff both are calling and big blind checks. 4 players to see the flop which comes 6-6-10 with 2 hearts. Perfect flop for us. Big blind checks, under the gun fires for 90 and I call to not reveal the strength of my hand. Cutoff calls and big blind folds. Turn is the 3 of spades, another good card for us. Under the gun fires for everything and I do it as well and cutoff folds. Under the gun reveals he has pocket aces, which I am so happy to crack. Few hands go by without us being involved and 2 more players are eliminated. At this point the other 2 players get all in and we have the chance to get the second place playing just 1 hand at the table. Player at risk is eliminated even if he had the better hand and we add more money to our balance. After this I am eliminated as I make the most silly decision to go all in with ace 6. Even if the flop let me see the light at the end of the tunnel, I was not able to get to it. Second place and a prize of 32 cents. Final day battle royal. Soon after I start I get involved from the cutoff position with 10-7 suited. Small blind goes all in for not even 2 big blinds and big blind and me follow him. Flop ace 9 jack and we have in face a flush. We make a small bet, big blind calls to see the 6 of spades on the turn. I increase the bet and big blind calls again. River is another 9 but I'm not scared of her a fool, so I decided to go all in. Maybe big blind will think that I'm bluffing, but instead he folds. Small blind with ace 10 suited is eliminated and he lets us to collect the 5 cents bounty on his head. Just some hands after, we have pocket aces. Middle position makes a 4 bet, so we go all in. He calls because he has plenty of gypsies, and we manage to double up as his pocket queens are not enough. This gives us the chance to go to second stage. Here, after the other two players made some all-in, taking our gypsies little by little, I finally have a hand to punish them. Ace 5 suited. I go all in knowing that one of them will call. Player with the smallest stack calls, and he did it with pocket 5s. Situation gets clear right away as flop brings us the nuts. Second blood of the day. At the end, the other player thinks his 10-ace suited is good enough to go all in, but we prove him wrong with our king-jack suited. Two pairs, more than enough to eliminate him. I made it to the final table, but here a series of bad decisions and my stack went in the wrong direction. Another bad decision to go all in with 10-5 offsuited, and my journey at this table was over on the 4th place with a prize of 51 cents. This is it, 7 days, and I made a total of amount of
$5.21.
money for a coffee or for a ticket in a small tournament. Next step is to see how fast I can do $20, as this is the minimum amount you can withdraw from GG Poker. Follow me to find out.